Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Maximillion's Toybox. I'm your host, Newbie1077. Here we got another little DevPro dual commentary for you guys. This duel will be done between Taco 559 and Typhos. I'll call him Ty. So Taco and Ty. Taco starts things up with the T set and passes it off to Ty. Ty draws for turn, goes into main phase 1. Summons Tefnuit, so we're going to be something with Hieratics. Might be Hieratic Dragon Rulers. That's probably going to be the safe bet. It could also be Hieratic Monarchs, which we probably won't see any of, but I mean, it is a possible deck. But my money's probably going to be on Hieratic Dragon Rulers. So Tefnuit's going to get summoned, and then Taco's going to bottomless that. Good play on his part. So Ty is going to set 2 cards, and set 1 monster and pass it off. Because you remember, Tefnuit gets to special summon itself because, you know, opponent controls a card and he doesn't, and Ty does not. Okay, so Taco draws for turn. Okay, so we're going to see Noble Knights. Interesting. The Knights versus the Dragon. This is like a Middle Ages story being told again. So Ty is going to flip up Gwal Shavad. I'll call him Gwal. And then he special summons Gawain. We're probably going to see an XC play unless Ty has a response. Which, if Ty has a summoning response, I would just wait until the XC is summoned. What are you going to do? I don't know who we're waiting on. Okay. Exiton. Let's count these up. 4, 5, yeah. Okay, so Taco's fine. Okay, so he had a set Debris, Monster Gate, and Call of the Haunted. Okay. Taco can go ahead and attack, but I mean, it won't deal any damage due to Exiton's effect, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, just pass it off. Don't want to risk any, like, Swift... I mean, your opponent wouldn't really use Swift Scarecrow or Battle Fader, but, I mean, whatever. So, Ty's just going to draw and set a card. And now Taco has 1 more card than Ty, so we will not be seeing another Exiton, so he's probably just going to attack. Battle Traps? No Battle Traps. That's a weird thing. Like, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Battle Traps. So then Taco sets a card and passes it off. In the main phase 2, he sets a card and then ends phases and whatever. But here's the thing. I'm a big fan of Battle Traps. I love Battle Traps. I think it's just, especially now, they're just not expected. Like, people will expect, like, the regular ones, like, you know, Mirror Force and Deep Prison, but not as much as, like, they'll expect, like, a Black Horn or something. So, you know, when you run cards, like, say, for example, like Magic Cylinder, like, everyone's like, what the hell? You know, it's kind of out of left field. So, anyways, back to the commentating. Ty is going to go main phase 1, activate Convocation to search out a Tefnuit. He's going to special the Tefnuit, and we're probably going to see a tribute play here for, I'm going to say Sue. They usually go into Sue. So he's getting tributed for, there's Sue. Tefnuit's going to special summon a level 6 dragon out of the deck. It's any dragon, any normal monster dragon, but it's probably going to be level 6. Probably Labradorite, the tuner. That's usually what they go for. If not, it could be Luster Dragon 2. Wattail Dragon is another one that they use. So let's see what he goes for. If anything, like, Ty's pretty much going to do the usual play. Yeah, Labradorite, and then he's going to overlay into a Tum. Because, I mean, this is really just textbook at this point. Well, we're just waiting on, I mean, you can't really synchro, because all the 12 synchros, like, you need a synchro tuner monster. Like Halberd and Quasar, you need a synchro tuner to get there, so you can't synchro to level 12. But again, you can overlay into, oh, okay, not a Tum. Interesting, he's going to go M7. Yeah, so you can bounce back the Exiton, or the back row. I'd probably bounce back the back row, and then just run over the Exiton. But then again, a lot of people don't really worry about Battle Traps, so you could just bounce back the Exiton and not worry about the back row. Ooh, evac device. Ooh, good hit, good hit. And then, yeah, and his is a once per turn, not a once per turn during either player's turn. It's not a spell speed 2 effect, so it's not chainable. Oh, that sucks, dude. Well, looks like he's going to take another 19, but that's fine because he's going to gain 1,000. So there's a real net loss of about 900 life points here. So yeah, Taco upstarts. Are we going to see upstart into an upstart? Probably not. But it is a possible play. Okay. So we're just going to see him attack. Yeah, so essentially Ty lost 900 life points from when the turn started, but he lost 1,900 after gaining 1,000. Oh, math, you're so nice to me. Passes it off back to Ty. Can Ty draw a dark hole? Nope. Ty just sets a card. Probably not a battle trap, but if it is, bravo, Ty. Bravo, keeping the battle traps alive. Dude, 5 cards in hand, Taco, and all you're doing is sitting on the Exciton. I mean, that's not a bad thing. It's just like, wow, you know, it's like you're not going to make any other plays. I wonder, like, I'm curious about what the hell else is in his hand. Fiendish Chain. Where was that Fiendish Chain? Like, where has it? You took 2 1,900 attacks to the face, and you had Fiendish Chain set the whole time. What are you doing, Ty? Come on. Man, I really feel like I'm getting sick, and I hope I get over it really quickly. But, I mean, we'll just see Taco do his plays. Alright, so Fiendish Chain, main phase 2. What's Taco gonna do? Probably summon another monster? Oh, MST. Why didn't you chain MST to the Fiendish? Were you worried more about the set? Alright. Hieratic Seal of the Ashes. He's gonna dump, what is that, Dragon King? Okay, and then Ashes is gonna, what? What's he gonna do? Oh, jeez. Special summon Sue. Oh, okay. I like that play. Yeah, I think if I was Taco, I think I would have just right when Ty activated Fiendish Chain, I would have MST'd it and then just kept running in for that 19. So now we're gonna see Ty use his Upstart Goblin, and yeah, he's gonna get his Exciton run over unless there's an Honest in hand. Nope, no Honest in hand. I mean, imagine that Exciton Honest. Holy jeez. It's like, you don't really expect it. I mean, yeah, Exciton is a light. It's just, you know, I'd never really see Exciton Honest plays, and it's a play I'd really love to see. Okay, so we see Ty has more field presence, but Taco has way more cards in hand. Let's see what Taco does with those cards, because, I mean, it's one thing to have a lot of cards, but it's another thing to have a lot of cards and do nothing. I mean, how's he going to get over that 22 beater? And then that back row. We don't really know what that back row is. It could be a summon reactant. It could be an effect reactant. Those are probably the 2 biggest choice. But it could be like another Hieratic Seal of the Ashes, or it could just be a bluff Dragon Shrine or something, you know? So the way I see this is I haven't seen a ruler yet, so I'm just going to deem that Ty is playing a straight Hieratic build. So we see Taco set a monster in before Maneater Bug. Maneater Bug. Yeah. No, it's probably going to be like Gawain or like, you know, Boars or something. Oh no, Valor. Okay. Set Valor. Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, most of the Hieratics activate like Engraver hand. So yeah, might as well get rid of that. So we're going to see Ty set another card. Probably feared that it was a Ice Hand and didn't want to give Taco more targets to pop with the Ice Hand. MST is going to activate on Taco's side of the field. It's going to pop the older card, which is another Fiendish Chain. There it is, the summon reactant. Or not the summon reactant, the effect reactant, which, I mean, I guess it can be like a reactant to a summon. You can chain it to the summon of a monster and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to see Taco Rhoda for... I wonder if he runs 2 Rhodas now that they're at 2. I mean, some people, now that Rhoda's at 2, they only run 1. But a lot of people are running the 2 because, you know, searchers. So what is he going to search for? I would say probably a Gawain. That way he can summon a monster, special the Gawain, and then overlay into 101. Yep, Gawain. That way he can just get that quick XC play. Sorry guys, my my Bandicam stopped for a second, but hopefully everything got back to normal. Alright, so he's going to summon the boars, special the Gawain, and probably overlay into 101. It's just, I'm worried that that's like a black horn or like a warning. Probably not a black horn. Most people side the black horns. But it's probably going to be, like, if it's a warning, that sucks. If it's a torrential, that's fine. Oh, Paladynamo. Okay. Was not expecting that. Good card. I mean, you can deal a 2,000 damage. And then if it gets destroyed, I mean, you get the +1. The only thing is, if it's like warning, you don't get the +1 because it's a card you control. Technically, warning says, you know, you don't control it yet. Okay, so Fiendish Chain. Dude, 3 Fiendish Chains. Holy jeez. Oh, too many chains, man. You know, usually people run the 2 chains, but 3 chains, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's good, but it's just like, you know, damn. Which is fine. You could have Ty can still run over the Paladynamo. Taco will end up taking the 200. He's still going to be plus on life points, you know, higher than original. And then Taco gets the +1 from Paladynamo. So, I mean, Taco's not in a bad position here. Now, if that was a Fiendish Chain on a 101, that's a whole different story right there. So, as you know, as we see, Sue's going to run over the Paladynamo, giving Taco the 200 damage. Paladynamo's going to get that +1. And then on total cards, Taco is now +1, whereas a few turns ago he was +3. So let's see what Taco does with these cards. I think that would suck if like 2 of these cards were like a Gallatin and a Destiny. That would suck. So we're going to see another MST. I think that's the 3rd MST that we've seen. Let's see, 1 on Ashes, 1 on Fiendish Chain, and then the MST on the MST. Yeah, that's 3. If I was Ty, just for shits and giggles, I would have chained MST on MST. So yeah, these are probably going to be like equip cards because we saw Taco MST and then pass it off. It's a very discouraging play when you see, okay, so these are Hieratic Rulers. It's a very discouraging play when you see someone just MST and pass it off. So Taco's in a really bad spot here. He's going to take 5,000 damage. So we see Ty Dragon Shrine sends out he dumps the Flame Veil Guard to dump the Blaster. Blaster's going to get special summoned by banishing Guard and Debris Dragon. And Taco's going to take 5,000. So he should be at 3,500 now. And what is Taco gonna do? Draws for turn. Still 2 cards up on Ty, but I mean, with a 22 beater and a 28 beater, what are you gonna do with that? Set a monster, set a card. So he's doing the T set. Blaster's gonna activate effect to bounce back to Ty's hand. We're probably gonna see another Blaster summon next turn. And I really hope Taco's prepared for that, because he is in a bad spot right here. He went from a point to having like good field control, you know, where a point where he was kind of dominating the game, to, you know, Ty has now turned the tables. So we do not see Ty summon the Blaster. Instead, he actually just sets a spell card or trap card, and then has Sue run over the set card, which was a Veiler. Which, Ty, if you're using Veilers for bodies, you're in a bad spot. Which again, like, it wouldn't really matter. You know, Hieratic Rulers, their effects will activate Grave or in hand. You know, you don't really see field effects on them unless they're XCs. Then it's a whole different story. But I mean, Ty's in a position where he's not going to be XC summoning for a little while. All right, ballsy move. Taco summons a Boars and sets another card. We might be seeing a bluff play. Or Taco might actually have like a Mirror Force or an Honest. So Sue's gonna activate. Dump in Tefnuit to pop that new back row. And Taco's gonna chain the Lance. All right, so he's gonna drop Sue down to 1,400. Yeah, 1,400. Tefnuit's gonna activate. Special summoning Dragon King. We're probably going to see an overlay. Okay, Dragon King is going to normal itself. That way, because he is a Gemini. Oh, okay, cool. So I've actually never seen Dragon King use that play like that, but that works. So Dragon King is going to tribute itself to activate the effect to special a Sue. Okay. Sue's going to activate effect again, tributing the 1400 Sue to pop the other back row, which will be a... Is it a chainable? That's the question. Come on, Taco. It's either you're gonna activate it as a chain, or you're just gonna let it drop to the grave. It's not that difficult, Taco. And we're probably gonna see Ty. Well, after this resolves, Ty's gonna special summon with that Sue here in the grave, and then we may see an Atum play. But after which... Okay, so it's a Book of Moon. Yeah, you should have chained that without even thinking, dude. What level 7 dragons do they run? Red Eyes is a level 7 normal dragon. Is Luster Dragon a level 7? I can't remember. Can't remember if it's a 6... Luster Dragon number 2. Can't remember if that's a level 6 or level 7. But I know... Heals and Rio, I think, is a level 7. The 21 beater. Okay, so Sue's effect will activate Engrave, and then Ty's going to chain Call the Hunter to bring back the dead Sue. And Sue, Chain Link 1, the one from the grave, is going to bring back the Seal of the Dragon King, which is going to overlay into a Tum. And a Tum is going to activate. Detaching Dragon King. Question is, what is he gonna special? Oh, there's the third Veiler. There it is, the third Veiler. I was wondering what Taco had in hand, and that's what it was, a third Veiler. Okay, so he's just gonna pump the bricks on Ty's play, but we're still gonna see a Blaster summon. It's gonna banish a Tefnuit and a Labradorite to get that Blaster out. And then he's going to overlay Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, on top of a Tum. So he's got two big-ass beaters. He has a 26 and a 28. Gaia Dragon's going to run over that Boars. Taco's going to take 900. And then that's game. That is game, ladies and gentlemen. Blaster just finished it off. Wow. Oh, my God, Taco. I think you just... I mean, you had 3 Veilers in hand. That's bad. You know, that's not good. It's kind of bad. But whatever. Taco put up a bit of a fight. Alright, so I am just going to stop this now. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be game 2 of the Hieratic Dragon Rulers versus Noble Knights. So we saw the dragons take over the knights, which is, you know, that's expected when you hear these old tales of the dragons fighting the knights. You expect the dragons to just burn these knights to a crisp. But just like the legends, can the knights turn this around and bring out these dragons? These are the questions that are burning in my mind, ladies and gentlemen. So we see Taco started off. He's going to set 2 back row. We're going to see Ty summon the Esset. And he's going to tribute that Esset. To summon Sue, Esset's effect is going to activate. To special the Labradorite. We might see an Atum play here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they're both in defensive mode. And, yeah, we're going to see an overlay. But the question is it a Tum? It's a Tum. It is a Tum. And we're going to see the Chain Compulse from Taco. Ooh. And Ty used his normal summon. So we might not see more from Ty. Unless, you know, he does the Upstart Goblin. Taco's going to gain the 1,000. And then we're going to see a special of a title from Ty. He's gonna banish the Sue and the Tefnuit and the Tefnuit? No, the Esset, excuse me. Now the question is, what is in Taco's back row? Okay, so not a summon reactant. What are we gonna see? Is Taco just took the 26. And turn goes back to Taco. Alright, Taco draws for turn, goes to main phase 1. Summons Medrau. And then he's gonna equip Caliburn. Which one's Caliburn? Gains, okay. Yeah, so he gains 500. Not enough attack to run over a title, but he's gonna activate Medrau's effect to special summon the boars. Caliburn's gonna equip itself onto boars. And we see Taco gaining the 500. Boars is gonna activate its effect. What's Boars' effect? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so he added Gallatin, which he equips onto Medrau, which is just enough to run over title. But we're not going to see the run over that easily. In fact, he's going to overlay into, is that King Arthur or Sacred? This is Sacred King Arthur, the rank 5. Now, Sacred King Arthur is probably going to let the Gallatin and the Caliburn latch themselves onto him. And then he's probably going to pick up that Queen and Excaliburn. So what do we see? Okay, no. So he just gets the Excaliburn from effect and the Gallatin. Now, my question is, what is going to happen with the Caliburn and the Queen? But it doesn't matter because, you know what? He had the Destiny. And here comes the Queen. She's going to latch himself onto that Sacred King. Sacred King is now at 35. Sacred King's going to activate effect, detaching boars, and he's going to get rid of that title. He's like, title, you need to get off my field. And Ty is probably going to take 35 to the face. I'm not expecting a hand trap out of this. Yep, there it is, 35 to the face. Passes it back to Ty. So we're definitely seeing the knights starting to slay the dragon, but knowing hieratic dragon rulers, this isn't going to be truly easy, and the knights have a few more dragons to slay before it's the end of the game. So we're going to see Ty set 1 back row. And now is that going to be it, or is he going to try and make a big play? Okay, so Tefnuit's going to get summoned. And then we might see a tribute Tefnuit, yep. For the Esset. Tefnuit's going to activate itself. What rank 5s can do this? Oh no, he's going for the 6. Ooh, Star Eater? Star Eater's not strong enough. Okay, so Esset's effect's going to activate, making Esset copy the level of Labradorite, making them both level 6. Okay, so definitely not going to see a Star Eater play. What rank 6s are there that can do the job? Not Bouncer, not Gauntlet Launcher. Ooh, M7? No. I feel like one of them stops targeting. Yeah, Excalibur, he can't be targeted, and Destiny can be destroyed once per turn. This one just gives him 1,000. Okay, so we're going to see Ty try to go into a Tum. A Tum's going to activate effect, detaching Esset, and that's going to get hit with a Fiendish Chain. Does Ty have a MST or Lance? He does not. He's just going to let it slide. Ty is in a really bad spot here. I mean, 21. Ooh, and then he overlays for the Gaia Dragon. Okay. I don't see what that accomplished, but whatever. I really don't see what that accomplished. I mean, Taco still has way more attack points to run over that. I don't know. I think I would have just left the Atum there, unless maybe Ty was trying to load up dragons in his grave for like a big eye, but that wouldn't matter. It can't be targeted. Okay, so Sacred King Arthur is going to activate effect to pop the Gaia Dragon, and he's going to take another 33 this time to the face. And, yep, Ty's in a bad spot. He only got 1,200 life points left. That's pretty much just a Heartland Draco, and that's a game. Or just, you know, an attack with Sacred King Arthur. I mean, that's a possibility. Oh, okay, I see why he did the Gaia Charger, because he knew that the Tum was going to be gone. Might as well not give him the extra space to equip something else. Okay, I see that now. So Ashes is going to activate, dumping the Dragon King, the Sealed Dragon King. Yeah, okay, my mistake. I overlooked that whole Phoenix Chain thing. So Ty is going to set a card, summon Debris Dragon, and does Debris Dragon have the errata now? Okay, no, this is original text. Because I did remember hearing about the errata, and I don't know if that made it over to TCG yet. What is... Okay, I was gonna say, what is Ty's target for Debris Dragon, but it doesn't matter. Taco had the Veiler. That's game. Okay, Hieratic Seal is gonna Chain Link 3. And what are you gonna dump? He's gonna put Sue back into the grave. Veiler is gonna stop that Debris Dragon. I mean, that's game. Oh, there's the title, but I don't really see where you get that. Okay. Synchro for 11. For Star Eater. You're still 100 points shy. I mean, you'll take 100, but I don't know. I can see it's a good play because now you won't be games, but I mean, you're in a spot where it's like, what are you gonna do? It can't be targeted. Unless you pop that Excalibur, and there's no way it can be targeted. But even if Excalibur gets popped, it can latch itself back onto Sacred Knight. Oh, that's right. Sacred Knight lost 200. That's right. So it's at 31. It's not strong enough. Unless there's Honest in hand, there's no way. Okay, good play on Ty. That was a little oversight. Yeah. That's right. I forgot that Gallatin drains 200. Oof, good play. It can't be destroyed, but still he's going to be taking some damage. 100, and that's more than enough to do the slow burn. Okay, so Ash is going to activate effects. Throwing the S set back into the grave. Call the Haunted is going to activate. What are you going to target, Ty? Bring back that Sue. Okay. Now what are you going to do with the Sue, Ty? What are you going to do? It's quite the long match. Okay, so we're going to see a convocation. Going for a Sue, obvious. It's probably going to tribute the Sue to get the Sue. Sue's going to special summon something. Okay. Yeah, no, Sue's going to activate effect. Get rid of the Sue of the hand, and he's going to pop the Destiny, but that's fine. Destiny can just latch itself right back on. So that really doesn't matter, but Sue in the grave is going to activate. to bring back the Seal of the Dragon King. Seal of the Dragon King is going to get normaled, activating its effect, tributing itself to special another Sue. Sue's going to activate its effect, tributing the attack position Sue to pop the Destiny. Sue in the Grave's going to activate. And now we're not going to see the Destiny latch itself back on. We're going to see an overlay for M7. Activating effect to bounce the Debris Dragon back to his hand. And then we're going to see Starry... Oh, no, Tidal. He's not done yet. Yeah, I don't think the Knights are going to be able to slay the dragon today. There are too many dragons for the one Knight to handle. So we're going to see Star Eater run over the Sacred King Arthur. Unless there's an Honest. Nope, there's no Honest. He takes that 100. And there goes all the equips. Sacred King Arthur's effect's going to activate. Targeting Medraut. And it's going to special summon the Medraut. I don't know why he put him in attack. He could have put him in defense. So M7 is going to run over that Medraut. Taco's going to take 1,000. Then Tidal's going to attack for 26. Bringing down Taco to 37. Holy jeez. The dragons really turned this around. So we're going to see a Rhoda going for a Medrau. Can Taco maybe pull a win? The way I see it is if he doesn't win on this turn, it's probably going to be game. He needs to make a big push now. So we're going to see the summon of the Medrau. Queen effect. Latch herself onto the Medrau. Medrau effect. Special the Gawain. We can see an Exiton here. Nope. He's gonna go King Arthur. King Arthur effect. The biggest threat right now is that M7. Or the Star Eater. I mean, the Tidal, that's fine. It's going to bounce back to hand at the end turn. Which is the M7. If he doesn't have Excalibur and latched on a King Arthur, then M7's a threat. But on attack-wise, Star Eater's the bigger threat. So we're going to see King Arthur's going to latch himself with Destiny, Caliburn, and Gallatin. Caliburn's going to give Taco another 500. Bringing him back up to 42. Artorigus effect. I'm gonna detach the Gawain. And so he can pop the Ashes. I'd leave the Call because that's dead. Definitely pop the Ashes. I would yeah, I'd definitely pop the Caliburn and the Phoenix Chain. So Ashes effect is going to activate. Special summoning Sue. And then Caliburn is going to chain link to latch itself back onto King Arthur. Caliburn's going to give him another 500. Excalibur effect. Banish itself. And let's rank up into Sacred King Arthur. Okay, so Destiny is going to latch itself onto Sacred King. Gallatin's going to latch itself on. And then Sacred King's going to target Destiny, Caliburn, and we're going to see him get equipped with the Destiny and a Caliburn. He's going to gain the 500 from the Caliburn. Also being latched on with the Gallatin. Activating effect, detaching. Yep, pop the Star Eater. And then attack, I'd say attack over that M7 because you can still be targeted. Yep, I'll let Ty take that 1,000. The Knights are going to slay this dragon. Unless we might see a big eye. And then Taco's going to set 2 back row. Does he have any dragon rulers on the grave? That's the question. Because it can be targeted. Okay, so we're going to see a convocation. Get out that Tefnuit, or search the Tefnuit. Sue effect. Dump the Tefnuit. Pop the set back row. And what's Taco gonna say? Taco's gonna let it slide, and that's a Phoenix Chain. Tefnuit's gonna activate. Specialing Hieratic Seal of the Dragon King. And we're gonna see Hieratic Seal of Dragon King get a normal summon, and he's probably gonna go for that Sue. And then Sue's probably gonna tribute the defense mode Sue to pop that other back row. Yep. Yeah, we're already seeing the... I mean, we've seen Ty do that play. I mean, we can kind of see it coming. Yep. Puts his new Sue into defense mode. He's going to get rid of that old Sue to pop that other set back row. Because I'd worry about that set back row. We know that Taco runs triple Phoenix Chain. Was it Taco that ran triple Phoenix Chain, or was it Ty that ran triple Phoenix Chain? I forgot. And we haven't seen any Phoenix Chains from Ty. Well, we saw one, but that was it. 1, 2... Yeah, we've only seen 2 Phoenix Chains from Ty. Or from Taco, I mean. I've not seen any Phoenix Chains from Ty this game. He has no Dragon Rulers in grave. And we know he has a title in hand. Ty's really thinking, or at least Taco's thinking. Okay, Torrential. Oof, hit the brakes. Okay, so we're gonna see a title get summoned. Question is, what can you do with the title? So he's gonna banish Esset and Star Eater. He's gonna put that title in defense mode and just pass it off. I mean, that's the most you can do now. Just try to hold it off slowly while the Gallatin drains the King Arthur, or Sacred King. Okay, so Sacred King is now at 35 due to Gallatin. Yes, no, maybe? No, it's, yeah, 35, there it is. But Queen is going to latch herself onto King Arthur. Brings him up to 38. Sacred King's going to use the effect, pop the title. And that's game. Yep, the Knights slayed the dragon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into game 3. Oh my lord. I will be 100% genuine right now and say that during this second game, my face was glued to the screen. I was just watching the Noble Knights do their thing, and it was fascinating to say the least. We saw wonderful plays done by Taco. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and we're just going to get ready for the side. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be game 3, Dragons and Knights. So we saw Dragons take the game 1, Knights took game 2. It's all up to game 3. Can the Knights finally slay the dragon, or are the Dragons going to be burning the Knights to a crisp? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. That is the question. So we're going to see Ty started off with 5 back row. Holy Lord. I did not expect that from Hieratic Dragons, from Hieratic Dragon Rulers. And then we are going to see Taco draw for turn. Go straight into the main phase 1. No effects are in the standby phase. He's going to activate the Upstart Goblin, giving Ty that life points. And then Taco's going to set 2. So we don't see any monsters from either players within 2 turns. At the end phase, Ty is going to activate Ashes, which is going to dump that Seal of the Dragon King. And what's going to happen? Yep, Ty is just going to draw and pass it off. These guys are definitely playing very, very carefully. I mean, these guys are pretty much as careful as Russia and the US back in the Cold War. They're just waiting until someone makes the first move. That way they can declare all-out war on the other one. Alright, so we see Taco just draw and pass it off. Taco definitely has more cards. But again, if you're not doing anything with the cards, what does it matter? Ty draws and activates MST. He's going to target one of Taco's set back row. It is an Imperial Iron Wall. There's a second MST. Alright, looks like Taco is wide open. And it was a Torrential. Second Hieratic Seal of Ashes activates. And that is going to dump... What are you going to dump this time, Ty? Probably another Seal of the Dragon King. What are we going to dump? Just waiting on Ty. Okay, so he's not going to dump anything. He's going to summon the Debris Dragon. Debris Dragon effect. Special the Hieratic, Seal of the Dragon King. That's going to get hit with the Veiler. That's a familiar play we saw in game 2, I believe. Yeah, Ty just lets it slide. There's not much you can do to stop that. Ty goes into battle phase, and he's gonna deal 1,000. Because I'm not, I was not expecting a hand tarp out of Taco. Other than Veiler, really. But, I mean, that's not much. Nothing to stop damage. Alright, turn goes back to Taco. Taco is now 1 card under Ty. No, now he's even. Never mind, I forgot to do the draw phase adding. And Taco just sets a card and passes it off. It's either he drew really bad or he's really bluffing Ty. Which, I mean, now it's we're kind of out of time to bluff here, dude. So Ty activates Ashes, both of them, and for both he dumps Suze. And turn goes back to Ty. Because Ty did that in the end phase. Ty draws for turn, goes into main phase, goes straight into battle phase. I think he might be trying to bluff out and figure out what card is in that back row, whether it's a battle trap or a summon reactant or something. Alright, Taco takes the 1,000. Alright, Taco, you're running out of time here. I mean, you can be a little more patient. Okay, so it turns out that card that Ty drew was a back row. MST is going to activate. He's going to pop that freshly set back row. And it was a Fiendish Chain. Good pop. Now the question is, what is Taco going to do? The cards are still going to be even when Taco draws for turn, but the question is like, well, Ty still has 2 ashes, 2 back row, and a debris dragon. It's not a huge field to push over, but that 2 back row is what's worrying me. I mean, this could be like a warning, and that could be a Phoenix chain. Or a breakthrough or something, you know? So we've only seen 1 Phoenix chain out of Ty, and I think we said that he runs 3, if I remember correctly. Okay, so Taco sets a back row. Sets a monster. And passes it off back to Ty. Ty draws. Goes into main phase 1. Activates Upstart. And what is Ty gonna do? Goes into end phase. Okay, doesn't even want to risk running over that set monster, nor does he want to put the debris dragon into defense mode. Okay, so then Taco's gonna draw for turn, set 1 more back row and 1 more monster. What is Taco doing? I'm wondering if, you know, this is all on purpose or if he's playing mind games. And I mean, we see nothing in the chat, so I mean, we can't really tell. Okay, Ty draws for turn, passes it back. Alright, we're finally going to see a summon off of Taco. He's going to summon that Boars. And then Taco's going to flip up that set Queen that he had. And Taco just runs straight into the battle phase. Alright. Queen is going to attack into the debris dragon. Are we going to see an honest play, or is this just him trying to get Queen into the grave? He's just trying to get Queen into the grave. Okay. Boars is now going to try to run over that debris. It's going to get hit with the Book of Moon. And we're probably going to see Taco just go straight into the end phase. Goes main phase 2 and end phase. Goes back to Ty. Ty's gonna activate Dragon Shrine. Pitch a Labradorite. And a Blaster. Man, this match is going on forever long. Bandicam has like gone overtime with like 3 times now. So we're gonna do, what was it? What happened here? I looked away for like a quick second. Okay, yeah, blaster effect and then chain the 2 ashes. Okay. So blaster gets specialed. It's gonna get hit with the bottomless. And this in the ashes, we're gonna put back the 2 banished dragons. That was a smart play on Ty's point. Ty's a really smart player. I've been really noticing this. Well, both players are very intelligent, smart players. They know their decks extremely well. They know how to play it. They know how to get into certain situations. They know how to get out. So then we see Debris Dragon run over another Set Queen. He's going to flip that set Boars that was hit with the Book of Moon last turn. And he's probably going to equip both queens. If not, he'll just do the 1 queen and then activate Boar's effect. Yep, there's that Boar's effect. Okay. And what does Ty choose? It sucks because I can't see what they chose. So for sure he dumped Caliburn and Destiny. And then he goes straight into battle phase. And attacks into that debris, but is there going to be any reactions? And what's Ty gonna do? Ty just scoops it up. Oh Lord. Oh my god, that was not the thrilling conclusion that I expected. But you know what? I'm just gonna consider that the Noble Knights are gonna... They just won over the dragons. They slayed the dragons. This was... Wow. First off, this was a long-ass match. It was very interesting. We saw good plays on both players' sides. And, you know, honestly, this whole time I had my face glued to the screen. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watching. If you're listening to this, that means you watched, you know, all the way to the end of the video. And that's a... Congratulations for you. Round of applause. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch a Maximillion's Toybox video. I'm Newbie1077. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video, or thumbs up the video. Don't forget to like the Facebook page. Link to the Facebook page will be down in the description below. Again, I'm Newbie1077. This is Maximillion's Toybox, signing off.